Hey! What are you doing?
Nothing. I don't know, I just happen to be here.
You just happen to be here?
Yeah.
Well, good, man. We got some work to do today.
This is why you hire professionals.
Welcome to Silly Builders, the YouTube channel where we show you home renovations from a homeowner's perspective. And we like to preface each episode by letting our viewers know that we're not professionals. It's pretty much just for your entertainment. Today's episode is very exciting. Siding. We're talking about siding. You get it?
Let's go outside.
Side! Nice!
So the first thing we'll be doing today is removing this old siding. But before we do that, we're gonna mark at the bottom of each piece of siding here, so that when we put our new pieces in, we can space it properly and just make it easier for measuring. Just need to get my pencil to make those marks. Matt, you seen the pencil?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I have it. I'm making a drawing. It's us.
Got candles on their heads?
This is their hair. It's our hair.
Oh. You're something else, aren't you?
Matt, I don't mean to pry, but how's that going for you?
We seem to always only have enough tools for one person, even though this is a two-man job every time. So Pat's got the pry bar. Sometimes we call him Prying Pat. He's a pry baby. The Pride Piper. I do call you the Pride Piper. 2 hot dogs with a side of fries is what I call you sometimes.
Yep.
Behind these hazel fries.
Saving Private Ryan?
Private Brian.
Private Brian.
I do call you Saving Private Brian sometimes. I call you my brown pride girl.
My pride and joy.
I call you that. I call you my pride and joy. I just had someone come and clean up all the junk, like construction materials, and then I realized I'm pulling all this siding off my house. I made this a long time ago, and it really feels pretty bad to take it down. It's like having a piece of art on the fridge and you just decide, whoa, what is that?
A lot of bugs just came out.
A lot of bugs came out.
Well, it looks like a scorpion or some shit. Oh, what is it?
That ain't a scorpion, dude. That's
I know
a
it's not a
fucking millipede.
It looks like a scorpion. I'm pretty sad to take the artwork down, just long story short. It means a lot to me. I've had it for a really long time. But, you know, all things must pass. Ugh. I can't get it. So we've come a long way in the process so far. We've done soundproofing, framed walls, put doors in, put windows in. We've done a ton, but this is the last thing that we're doing outside. Once the siding is finished, everything else is gonna be pretty much interior from here. So we're kind of excited to get this siding done. Excited. How many times can you make that joke, huh?
Probably at least one more time.
Yeah.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Yeah.
I'll show you how I did mine.
Yeah, is it better than that?
And then took the nails out after it was all gone. Well, I mean,
No.
it seemed to be easier.
No.
No. Yeah. I still use the pry bar, so some of them tough.
Oh, nice.
Some of them
Some of them are tough and some of them just aren't. The line of the day. Ooh! Uh-oh. Niceness. You know that? So the boards that we're on here are these like particle board, kind of cheap stuff. We're gonna be putting hardy slab. It's kind of like a concrete mix siding. So I think it's a little bit better. Well, probably a lot better than this. And then we'll seal it up. Hope for the best.
So it shouldn't matter that like, because those are different because they were like on the ground, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think they put these cement boards on the bottom.
It's probably just cheaper to use the particle and the cement's probably more expensive.
Yeah, and since this would be exposed to more moisture, they put the nice stuff at the bottom and then the cheap stuff working their way up. So, but we're doing the nice stuff all the way up. At least until a certain point, because we're not doing the whole wall, we're only doing a few rows. It's a pile of garbage. It doesn't have to look neat. It's a literal pile of trash. What'd you say? The thing about nails is you kind of just want to let them fall, and like wherever they end up, you just leave them. Because nails, old nails are dull and they don't poke holes in anything. So you can just pop a nail out and wherever it goes, just leave it. It's not gonna hurt anything. That's a Silly Builders basic. Sweep your wall for spiders.
Ooh, there's some good ones down there.
It doesn't really knock them off, it just squishes them in. Oh. Oh, God.
I don't like that.
No, me neither.
You just roll them up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're like balloons. Oh, God. Pat's singing again. So it wouldn't be a Silly Builders adventure if we didn't do something a little bit silly to kind of sabotage ourselves. We mentioned earlier that you're supposed to do a little pencil line on the trim of the building before you take the siding off so that you know where to put the new piece of siding. We did that on one side, but we didn't do it on the other side. So instead we had to measure, there's like a paint line that pretty much shows you where the overlap is on the old siding. We measured that overlap. It was exactly 1 inch. So we snapped the line on here, exactly 1 inch, and wouldn't you know it, it's the James Hardy nail line. It lined up perfectly with that. So yeah, I guess it just shows that a lot of stuff in construction is pretty universal and kind of one size fits all. So hopefully we can still make it work. I'm drilling holes in myself.
Well, I wasn't gonna go through the stuff for it.
My brand new subfloor.
Make sure it's good sized holes. They're bigger.
Got a good size hole for you. The ocean. Bring this out just a little bit over here.
Ah, I thought you did that.
I got the webs off the wall, but I didn't sweep out the corner. Just lay it down right here.
Probably need to just sweep the whole bottom.
Oh my god. We weren't ready. We weren't ready. Everything is fine.
It's all fine.
Everything is fine. Part of it.
We should probably chisel off all that paint and stuff too, huh?
Why am I even here? Just tell me, ask me if you're ready. Or if I'm ready. And I get out here and get it all set up.
Well, you know that you're not ready anyway. You're not even ready yet.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Is it recording? See?
Yes, it is. Actually.
And we're not ready, so that means you're recording, we're not ready, you're not ready.
No, I'm ready. Y'all just ain't ready. I'm ready and rocking, dude.
Look at me, I'm ready and sweeping. Because we're just gonna paint the ends, set it up there, nail it, get everything, do the same with everything else, and then paint all of it.
So just the ends.
we had a really interesting experience at Lowe's today. We went to go get the paint, and I went up to the desk and I was like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, oh, you know, it's one of those days. Like, she was already so upset.
It's going.
Yeah, she said, oh, it's going. Like, cool. So I'm painting some siding, and I brought a piece of the old siding with me, and I was like, I don't really know what color this is. And she was like, well, I don't know what color it is. I was like, okay, so where do we go from here? And yeah, it wasn't the friendliest experience of a paint department lady. It was my first though, so maybe all of my future paint department ladies will be a little bit nicer. Maybe like you kind of have to get baptized by fire into like paint department lady world.
Paint department. Is that a new theme park?
Yeah. Paint department lady world, 2021. Try to drill the holes a little bit bigger. It looks like the holes that we drilled are not big enough. It's kind of splitting the siding just a little bit, so we're going to try and make those holes just a little bit bigger.
Probably should have told y'all this earlier, but I noticed that your home wrap is upside down.
Oh, just this row.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a deal breaker.
So we're gonna have to take, look at that. So we're gonna have to take the siding off because we just realized that this one piece of Tyvek home wrap was upside down, and it's really essential to the structural integrity of the building to make sure that your Tyvek is, specifically your Tyvek home wrap is, specifically your Lowe's Pro Tyvek home wrap is always right side up and always going in the same direction. So I guess we gotta take this down. It's such a dumb mistake. Perfect. All right, so the door is a little bit crooked. Something with the foundation kind of makes it so that it's kind of on a slant a little bit. So we're measuring the siding to hopefully make up the slight little variances of how the door's angled. And hopefully we can cut it just right. The width of the door frame. So we watched a few videos on how to lay siding today. We watched a few videos today. And one guy had a really cool saw. It was like a little angle saw. It was tiny and had a little blade on it that was like perfect for cutting this, but he had to wear a mask for silica dust. Another guy had a razor blade and he just scored it a few times, and then apparently there's a way that you can just snap this. So we're gonna make some scores. Hopefully we won't have to do this too much. We're just doing it mainly right now for the door, but
Yeah, the rest of the pieces we'll just do like a full, just a line across.
right.
We have to measure the door box, the door frame, so we can go under the door for our first piece.
So we're trying out this scoring method right now, and he made it look pretty easy. I feel like it's, I feel like we can do it.
Yeah. Got the straightest line.
Always cut towards yourself. That's what they say. I think I should actually. I just started it a little bit and like went like down a little bit. So I think actually, this is one I've talked about it before. This is one of those things that you really need Pat to do. I'll lift stuff and I'll bang nails in the walls and but when it comes to the precision things like making a line with a razor blade, I'll let my man Pat here handle it. You saw my artwork outside. I can't draw a straight line. Oh my god. Let's try this right.
Maybe break it from the inside. Oh, nice.
Fuck.
Oh, it went all the way.
Not nice.
Well, maybe we should just do a separate piece.
A separate underneath piece?
Yeah.
I think so. Unless you think
That's a pretty decent break.
salvageable anyway.
We this, yeah, because as long as we score it all the way.
All the way down.
And then just break it whole, and then break that side whole like it already is. And then we already have this line drawn. We can break it off of this piece.
Yeah.
Let's do it also.
Okay. Do you want to continue yours? Because mine pretty much snapped. Which is funny because when we were talking about siding, we thought that siding was going to be one of the fastest things. But
Just throw it up.
I think it would help to have the angle saw. We would save a lot of time if we used the angle saw instead of the razor blade and then trying to break it. Once we put the siding onto the wall and start nailing it in, it doesn't take long at all. It's just all the prep work to get to that point. And
I knew it was gonna happen.
Pat just spit his gum out.
It's just like trying to put it in the back of my mouth and blow.
It's just all the prep work to get to the point where you're actually nailing the siding in, and it would be much faster if we had a saw to cut it. These bottom ones are rough.
Oh yeah, because they're all gonna go to the studs. 'Cause there's a stud on the bottom.
All right, so that's gonna do it for shooting today. We got a whopping 2 pieces of siding on the wall. Ran into a few obstacles. Number one, it was kind of hot today. We started a little bit later, but we were using the razor to cut the siding, and it was kind of just time consuming. It wasn't really working out for us. So we want to try, whenever we come back for day 2 of this siding, we want to try to use, hopefully a saw. I'm going to try to find one. The other thing is I'd like to look into some siding nailers. I've seen some folks with siding nailers and they just get it done so quickly. But yeah, this has kind of just been time consuming, more time consuming than we thought it would be. So we're just gonna kind of let those 2 pieces sit out there for a few days, regroup and come back to it. But I think this is all gonna be the same video anyway, so I'll see you in just another second. Bye. Jesus!
Ooh, nice.
Did that go through it though?
No.
Well, it invented itself, but it didn't go all the way through it.
Probably won't. Oh my god, that's scary. So we just found out that, I guess when we put the OSB on the frame whenever we were framing, we didn't nail it into the top header of the frame. So I guess that was probably like a month ago, 2 months ago that we did this framing. And it's just been kind of slowly bowing out. So we're gonna try and nail it to the top header up there.
These nails aren't long enough. It's definitely going pretty
It's working.
deep. It's holding it down. I think we should hand drive some nails too. Some of those big sinkers.
He's a big stinker. You're trying to hand drive a big stinker?
Yeah, just any good reason to hand drive a big stinker. I'm taking it.
Pat's always looking for a reason to hand drive a big stinker. Oops, we lost a big stinker there.
It's a pretty big sinker.
Like I said earlier, once you start hitting nails, they immediately dull out. So if they fall out or anything, you're just gonna let them sit.
All right.
So you want to be extra careful when you're cutting this stuff. The hardy board has silica dust that is probably going to go everywhere. We've got these masks that probably won't do much, but we're also going to be using a vacuum, shop vac, that'll hopefully pick up some of this dust as well. But
Never be too safe.
We'll never be too safe. That's right. Good job, Luke. Luke's covering his face as well.
No, it just stinks in here.
Oh.
Y'all smart blockers aren't working. These work pretty good.
Yeah, first cut down.
We need a more stable cutting area.
Yeah. Well, next time, huh?
You got a little wonky there. Yeah.
Probably a little bit higher.
Can you get the level on it?
Level?
It's inside. Oh, it's right there.
It's right on the line, like right below it.
Well, that's exactly as level as it gets.
All right, well,
Are you ready?
hit it in that corner.
Watch your finger.
You could go.
Yeah, dude, it's putting some force in there.
Hit it with the level again, make sure. I didn't move it. Okay. Just right.
Felt speckles hitting me on my throat and stuff.
So it looks like we're back to hand nailing our siding in. The nailer that we got is, I think it's mostly for framing. So it's putting out a lot more air pressure, and it's really, I mean, it's just shooting the nails straight through the siding. So we're gonna go back to what we were originally doing. We're gonna pre-drill holes. At least now we know where the studs are. We already measured out where the studs are. So we're gonna go back to hand nailing and yeah, try to keep it from blasting through the siding again.
We still have the saw.
Yeah, the salt
But,
gonna save us.
At least we have the salt. It's not salt bad. And they're calling for storms too, so day 2 might be a wash as well on siding. Who would have thunk it? Siding. It's not as exciting as it sounds.
No!
Hey Matt.
Yes.
The middle. Should we stagger these nails? The middle one or the
Like on the bottom?
bottom?
Yeah, I think we
Because then
can.
they're not going to go into studs, but just like every other one instead of every stud.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, sounds really good, Pat. It's a really good idea.
Thank you.
Maybe even less than this, huh?
Oh my god.
Ooh, that was close.
No paint.
No paint, no game.
Matt, or not Matt, we got one. Pat, got anything you'd like to say? Any points? Any quips? Observations? Could be related to this or just not. Nothing to say.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Get your beepers prepared.
At this rate, what are we doing? One row of siding a day, and then 1 day of work a week. I think we got 13 more rows to go. So that's 13 more weeks. We should have siding done by Christmas. Pat and I got a lot done the other day. This is actually like our sixth day trying to film. One day it rained out, another day we couldn't get anything done. So here we are. We've got most of it done. The only thing left is there's one more strip up at the top We've got to do the side pieces next to the door over there. And then we just have to paint, and then we can call siding a day finally. I can't believe this has been the longest project yet, and I think probably on day one I said it should be pretty easy. So the last little bit of this is going to be interesting. We've been pretty much playing it by ear, the way we've been hanging the siding. We've been leveling it and making sure that it's level, but the spacing, as hard as we tried to make it perfect, it's probably not perfect. So the last piece that we're going to hang, we did double check it, and it looks like it's going to be the same spacing from here. It's going to be the same spacing there. So that's going to be interesting to find out. It's also going to be interesting to see. We're going to finish off the small pieces to the right side of the door over there, and I'm curious to see how those match up with what we have over here. But let's just find out. Okay. Kind of want to utilize the nail holes that are already in there. So we're going to try to pop the nails out and then find a way to mark the other board so we can slide the new board up underneath it and put a nail through the same hole. We'll see. This is fine, right?
Super level.
Make sure you don't fall.
I was about to say, just the safest precautions were taken during silly builders.
You got it? You good?
I think this one's not really getting stuck here.
Yeah, me too. Alright, so you want to sort of dry fit this.
I was thinking we'd go ahead and put it up, get it
holes in there.
We get Luke to put the level on it, and then once we get it into place, I'll
It's
pop
not in
a
my
hole.
contract.
That's true.
I'll pop a hole in mine, and then Luke can pass you the drill, and you pop a hole in yours
Okay.
What am I doing?
on each end, and then Luke can also hand us the nails.
Luke can. Y'all need to dance. Alright, I'm in.
You can come over to towards Matt a little bit.
Come on over to me.
Alright.
And then your side needs to come up some. Sometimes you have to focus on the small successes rather than the big one. The big one at the end. It's about small successes that add up. We made our last major cut on siding just now, and there are some small successes in it, but there's one small failure that's going to prevent it from being a big success. It's a little wonky.
Just a little
A
wonky.
little wonky.
Little wonker.
Nothing caulk can't fix.
Yeah, caulk cannot fix that one, my man. So what we're gonna do, we don't wanna have to cut another piece. We're gonna get the measurement and the angle of this gap right here, and we're gonna cut that out of a fresh piece of siding to fill that in. And then we'll caulk around that piece, caulk around the rest of it. Caulk, caulk, caulkity caulk.
What's Pat doing down here then?
Oh, we're cutting a new piece.
My way?
Or the highway?
Can't come my way? No. Alright, well, what are we going to do with that? There's a gap. It's possible.
Nice. Alright, let's take it off. Paint it. What?
You gotta taint it,
We
dude.
got a lot to paint on this. We gotta paint the whole underside. Well, paint the whole damn underbelly this thing.
Oh, good God about it. We sure do that way. Maybe.
Just that easy. Just that quick. The siding is done. Not really, actually. We still have to put some we still have to put some paint there. We still have to put some nails there too.
Oh.
He's just so excited.
Paint. We still got to put a little caulk. a few nails, some paint. But ladies and gentlemen, that's siding.
I brushed the rest.
So tune in next time for the next thing we do.
Dude, way to get out there. I think that's done.
Right.
That's it for the
Yeah.
session.
So tune in next time for the next thing we do. Because I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, we might have already filmed it.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't know.